Morning.
Hi.
So we were hoping to start beans today, but there's a little bit of rain overnight. We had a couple tenths in the rain gauge this morning, which we weren't really expecting. We're moving pigs from the weaner barn to a finishing barn this morning anyway, so we'll do the first load of those and then maybe take a look at the field and see what we can do. And it looks wet out here, doesn't it? Jeez, that's a bummer. Morning. How's it going? Good. The feed truck's already here bringing the feed for the pigs that are getting weaned here on Monday. So nice to get that out of the way. I'm gonna do chores in the finishing barn at home and then run around and check some fields and see how much it rained at all the fields, because it'd be nice to get some field work done. Pretty sloppy in the yard here. I'd be surprised if we can do anything, but so these are the guys that got moved 4 weeks ago today. Still looking good. Well, no issues in there today. Let's see if there's any dry ground so I can switch back to cropper mode. Dad said they only got a tenth over here, so maybe a little sticky on top, but maybe go later today. Dad actually had to take a tire off the cultivator to go get fixed. So maybe when he gets back, he'll try it. I'll go check if I can do some side dressing. It definitely rained less here. Looks like it barely rained at all. I'm gonna go get my lunch. So it looks like it's gonna be a side dressing video, not a bean planting video. So we got 3 fields of beans still to plant, and the rains were pretty spotty. Right at home here, we have the big field, 200 acres still to go. And it rained the most here, 2/10, so it might take a day or two for that to dry out. Mom and Dad's there. Hopefully we can go today. And then the other field is further that way too, and it's pretty wet still too. Pretty spotty rains. So it's been pretty wet for the last couple weeks. The video I made where I was planting the beans, that'll be 2 weeks ago tomorrow. So it's been too wet to plant, but we could get jobs like spraying and side dressing done. So I'm up to about a third of the corn is side dressed now, and we still have 400 acres of beans to plant. We're all caught up with the spraying. So planting beans is the most important job. That's the one we really would like to get going at, but the fields have to be perfectly dry to plant, so hopefully later today. So I said this before in other videos, but I'm always curious who's watching these videos. If I don't get any feedback, I don't really know who's watching. So if you want to comment and say who you are and where you're from, and you can let me know if you want to see anything else in these videos, that'd be great. I see the number of views and stuff like that on YouTube, but unless somebody tells me who they are and where they're from, it really sometimes feels like I'm just talking to the GoPro instead of a real human being. That does it for that field. Well, Dad tried cultivating more of the field, and he says it's good enough, so we're gonna start working on that. The tire he got fixed went flat immediately again, so he had to bring that back to get it fixed again, so can't start planting yet. But I'm gonna go back home and put the 240 Magnum, which was on the corn planter, onto the bean planter. Some jerk stole the 180 and put it on the side dresser, so we have to put that tractor on the planter. But that's better than putting the duals back on this thing and switching this thing back over. So go home, get the planter all ready with the 240, and if they get the field worked up and ready to go, I could start planting. But if there's a few hour buffer in between, then I could keep side dressing until the field's ready. Looks like Dad already hooked it up. Well, that was easy. It's got the planter hooked up, but not the monitor. Well, the monitor works, so that's all good to go. So might as well keep side dressing. I really thought this was going to turn into a bean planting video. So we put this big tank in last summer so we could buy semi-loads of 28%. It's usually cheaper in August, September when people aren't normally using as much. So if you buy semi-loads then hold it till the next spring, it's normally cheaper. So that's why we did that, and it's kind of handy. We don't have to run back and forth to the co-op to refill. Now we have a bunch right here on farm. A 3-inch pump would be nice though. Busy day. So Janet, Lucas, Warren and Jakin, Dominic and Aaron got all the pigs moved. So Warren and Jakin will spend the rest of the day today and all day tomorrow washing that barn out so that it's ready for weaning day on Monday. Thanks for supper. Done another one. Let's see how they're making out with the beans. So the first field I was in today, we put 42 gallons an acre on. In this field, we only had to put 32 gallons an acre on, and that's because we spread hog manure here last August. So there's nitrogen that's left over from that hog manure we spread last summer. So we don't need to put as much on now. Well, Lucas is almost done working it the first time. Should be done in about an hour, I guess. So I'm going to start getting the planter ready. And then hopefully you can have some work the second time by the time I'm ready to start. I had to steal one of these clamp thingies and the wire that talks to the tractor to get speed for the monitor here. Hey, how's it going? Are you around to be my taxi in a little while?
Yes, I am. I'm heading back home.
Okay, I'm just about to fill the planter up, and then I'll probably start the mill and stuff, and then show up there with the seed auger, and then if you could give me a ride to get the truck at Christopher and Jen's, I can bring it back over there, and then you could give me a ride back to get the planter. Okay?
Yeah, I can do that. Yep.
Okay, thank you. I'll be a little while. Like Lucas needs fuel. Either that or he broke something. Thanks for the ride.
Oh, you're welcome.
See ya.
Hey.
Well, the depth looks good, but I forgot my handy little measuring stick we got at the farm show and the rate chart book thing to up the seeding rate in the other tractor, so I gotta run back there and get that. Since we're planting pretty late now, we're gonna up the population from, we were doing about 180,000 seeds an acre. Now we're gonna go up to 200,000. The later you plant, the more seeds you got to put down to get a half decent yield. So right now it's only saying 175. Once I get up to the truck here, I'll go grab that book. Looks like we're up to about 210,000 right now. So I'm gonna leave it right there. It's June 14th today, so it's getting awfully late to still be planting. I think it looks like the wheat's starting to change color a little bit. So when the wheat's starting to turn, you know it's getting awfully late to still be planting. Well, let's see if this is gonna get the boss man's seal of approval. What do you think?
Where's the rest of the planter?
Yeah, that's right. It's pretty small compared to the other one.
Yeah.
You think that's a good depth?
Yeah, they're all in the moisture, so I think it's good.
Okay. Inch and a half. It's the same as cases, and they're all coming up. So. Gotta love nice big square fields. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. It's midnight, so had a pretty good run. Got 30 acres in on this field. It's a 110 acre field, so Decent start, should be able to finish it tomorrow. Well, a bit of a rat race today, but still got quite a bit of work done. Got all those pigs moved, bunch of side dressing done, the outfield worked up, and 30 acres of beans planted. Gus started breeding sows this morning too, and Warren and Jacob kept washing, so a lot of work got done around here today. Thanks for watching.